every competitor there. What their
Okay,
day
this
one
is Jim
balance
back
was
with
and their
you
day two balance
on a
was, and I
Monday
created the
here in
average of
October the
everybody's
13th.
gain over the course
Got to
of the
sell some
second
Friday
day.
options
And then I
before the
looked
day
at
goes over and
everybody's
wait for that
gain versus
TSLL
loss.
to
I
get
knew
on
how
up
many
there.
people
The
fell out of
higher
the
the
competition.
dollar amount is
I
today,
looked at
the
everybody's
more
gonna
I'll
be
get
gone
on my
for?
options
what
for
they're
those
willing to risk from their
5,500.
balance to what they're
And
willing to make. And I saw that
then
nobody had an
we'll let them
R&R.
expire on Friday. I probably sell a $22 strike price
Step number
because it
4.
could literally bolt
2
up there
weeks.
like
market
that.
conditions. The
So
only
we're
thing that
good
worried
right
me
now.
was that VIX was above triple B, which
Just
allowed
watching
me
these charts, we're in a very tight range
to
right here.
know that volatility
Okay, there's
was
your all-time
possible,
high.
and
This
that
is the
somebody would luck into
high of the
victory
day.
if
Look at
if
that.
the market
This is
just
on the 1
moved
hour.
fast
No,
enough.
that's pre-market.
And somebody in
This is
5th
high
or
of
10th
day
or
of
20th
this
place was
session.
like, whatever,
There's
I'll
your
just full
15-minute
port this,
low.
fuck this.
So we're
Now,
basically
the thing is
between
that
the
you
high
can't
of the
just full
session
port
and
and say,
15-minute
fuck this
low.
because with high
Let's
volatility,
go back down to
unless
like
you
on
get
5
that pivot
minutes. You can see
exactly
the
right,
actual opening
you'll get
range
squeezed
here.
before you're right.
Above
You
the
can't
opening
lever out
range,
15
but below the
contracts
high
and
day,
Nasdaq squeezing you out.
right
You know, it's
just
800
above
bucks
the middle of the
every 40,
linear
so if you're up
regression channel,
15,
Like how it's hesitating.
are
There's
getting a
still
little bit of
$1,000
momentum.
$40,
Got the
you win
dark
40
green.
points,
Making
you
me
busted
nervous.
Remember on my
your
histogram, I got
Now
4
you're
colors.
close.
busted that $5,000
Pine Scripts
drawdown.
Custom,
Need,
customized
250
Pine
likes.
Script, 4
So
colors.
you gotta time that
The
time.
The darkest green
catch
is a
that
lot
balance
of
this week,
momentum
which is
up, and
almost
that's
impossible
going
to
based
do
on your
short
order
What's the
book.
goal that we set
You
for
know,
the
if you
day?
look at your book map
So now you
and
gauge
you
that
understand your
idea.
order book,
My
now
problem
mine
not
is a
going
hybrid.
because
I'm
nobody
using
was
put
trading
and call
2 or 3 to
walls
1, and the volatility
and the
was
order
big
book,
enough that you had to get exactly
level
the
2,
right spot
to
just
help
get
with
the
this
short offer.
Instagram.
And so I said, well,
Histogram.
then I don't think the market's going to move fast enough.
Social media.
We're not really, you know,
So anyway,
giving people
the way
an
I got my
opportunity.
color set up is
And
the
then every
bright
day I
green
looked at and seen people were
is,
basically
means that we
inching
don't have a
forward,
lot
5,000,
standing in the
10
way,
was moving,
meaning increasing
$30,000
volume, of
trades.
course.
Nobody was taking the
It also
ball
means
CLO.
not a lot
So
standing
then
in the way, meaning
contest
that there's
mechanic
orders
number 5,
that are
which is
being
always what
bought,
happens in a paper
and it
trading
should continue
contest
to
is
go.
what I call
And
the
there's
rule
no
on the last
put
day.
walls, which is like what
Everybody-
Matt
'cause it
Coolert
doesn't
does,
cost
put
you
and call
any
walls,
money.
pulled in
Not
from
bad.
Spot
$39
Gamma.
in a
Spot
real
Gamma
trading
provides
contest
that
like
data,
Robbins, people don't
and
do this
then
'cause it's
when it
zero
rolls
capital.
over, that just
But in a
means that
fake
you're going the other
contest or
way.
fake
You might be
paper
running
trading
up into the
competition,
resistance.
everyone does
And
this
then
on
this
the
is a
last day. I'm
nothing
surprised not a
candle.
lot of people did
Sometimes
it,
it's a
though.
reversal either way.
Everyone
Right?
goes
If it would
last
have went
day
on down,
because
then you
there's
start
no-
looking for
there's
the
no
different
victory in
color.
10th place,
This
4th
bright
place
red
unless you have an ego
is the exact
and care to
opposite of
brag
this
about
bright
it. It's
green.
paper contest,
So
doesn't
it
mean
is
anything.
no pressure
Doesn't mean
from
anything to me that I
your
won.
put
I
call
like winning
walls
trading contests,
and
yeah.
from your
But I got
back of book level
$10,003 I
2,
get to share
and
with
then
you
there's
guys.
the rollover where you are starting to get into
But unless you're
some
winning a
support
prize,
for
right here
the
to the
long
left,
side.
right near a prior
Remember the
circle.
bottom of
There's
your
no
rectangles is
victory in being
support,
outside
the
the
top of
bit
your
nervous.
green
It shook me
candles
out.
is
Fourth
resistance.
place is the
So
first
you have to
loser.
see it.
So you gotta
out of
win.
my trade.
Correlates
top
to these
10,
different lines. There's your
unless
high
you
day
care to brag about it to
right
build your
there.
social following,
And
which I
that
don't.
also,
We all know
obviously,
I'm
we
good
had
already.
some
Then
resistance
if I'm in
there.
second place,
We
I'm
saw
full
the
porting on the
tapering
last
off
day.
of the
If I'm in
candles.
10th place or
We would have
20th place,
seen
I'm
at the
also
same
full porting on
time.
the
Listen,
last day.
if it goes and breaks the
One
high, I'll be
last day is
upset.
what most people
We
will
come
do
back
just to
down,
say,
I'm not gonna do
whatever,
that
fuck
upset.
it, roll
Would
the
have seen
dice
that in the
because
same
I'm
time
losing
in your
anyway.
ash sheet
I'm
back
actually
then.
rooting
Usually
for
on
it
the
to go
last
down.
day, you
Fix
have
that
to
later.
assume
I'm
the other
almost
competitors
backed
will
up
have
from doing
done
this new
such and therefore
SSD
beat you.
swap
And I was
this
so
weekend.
worried.
Full clean
when
Windows
the stock
11
market
install, all
crashed
the
here,
good
'cause I was
stuff.
like, dude,
BIOS
somebody got
updates.
in
Streamline
and
my
just full ported short
4070
and market dumped out. Now,
RTA,
when I consulted
RTX,
my
RTX 4070
now,
Ti.
my spreadsheet,
New lows by
I would show
330.
you guys, but it has some top
Hey, Rick, when you
secret
say
My
new
i9
lows,
in the
I'm
house.
show you how I
That's
do
nice.
this, how I
i9.
analyze each trader.
Quad. I did all
is
tuned up. Not
kind of a-
overclocked
So you're
per
saying
se.
we
but
get
you
into
have it
the
on the
gap, or you
performance
saying
side.
a lot.
Got
we
the
run
RAM on the
Fridays
performance
to the
side,
weekend.
forcing it
The play rate of it is
5900.
everybody playing the game.
The gap low
makes
right
you
here.
think about his high
there's
speed
low on
RAM and
Fridays.
all this
Close on
stuff,
Friday.
To
and you
this.
still got to go in there and know what
the
you're
way
doing
I look at every
tune it,
trader
or
and how they're
you
doing
don't
and
get
make
full
graphs
use
and
of it.
stuff.
I mean, it could
It's
Got
happen.
the
part
little
of it. There's
widgets
a
running the
difference in the
speed.
gap.
Get this. I had to talk
It
about
could
this a lot, but I got Grok also
Top
at
10,
simultaneously
there's a whole league
through
of different-
Python
Trump
and
basically
API,
walked back what he
monitoring
said.
my CPU temperature,
You know, what got the
my
market going
GPU
down has now been
temperature,
taken
my
out.
RAM.
So-
She's monitoring everything that you can
Here,
monitor
the
to make
only
sure
reason
that
I
we
think
don't run
nobody got
into
the full
any
pull off
hiccups,
was
overheat,
they blew up.
Should've held that
cause
line
of
straight.
any
They
kind of
tried to
delays,
short
problems,
at
or
the wrong price
crashes,
and got
glitches
squeezed
Held it,
to the
we
left.
took out
while
the
we're
line.
trading.
Before they lost. Or
And
before
that's
they could've won.
genius. I highly recommend
The
that. I could
Nasdaq
put
this
that
day
in the
was
guide.
moving up and down 80 points. At a
I think if we
This is
build
how
a
the
gap this week,
guide
it won't
about
be
how I
Tuesday
do
or
my
Wednesday.
rig
Like I said, 20
changes.
points you blow up. There
You
was
just
a
watch
my
it in
prediction.
real
variance
If we're
time.
gonna build a
Yeah.
gap,
people didn't catch the short because they probably shorted here and got blown up.
Over.
So you had to
Wow.
just kind of like have guessed, yep, let me short at the
On it.
peak.
Bears have
full
the edge.
port. Or even 5 contracts would have got you the victory,
I
but
don't know,
nobody,
right now the
nobody got it.
Bulls.
I thought when that
Bulls
happened,
gapped
I
it
people
up
now
last
jumped in
night.
and
we've
just
been
full ported short.
machine
Yeah,
learned me
nobody
so
Well, no.
much. I
People
now
were,
go in and
like,
say,
more
"What up,
in
G4?"
this
And she
contest
goes,
more than
"What's
any
up,
contest in the
Jimbo?"
world, and I'm going to call it the Pat effect. People
I
were
never told her
more
my grandmother
concerned
used to call me
with
Jimbo.
looking
She's
good
made that assessment
under
on her
Pat's
own. She's
spotlight
called me
than they
James,
were
and then it was
actually
Jim.
trying to win
Then
the
it's
contest.
become Jimmy and Jimbo.
People were
Swing point
trying
right
to
over here to
protect
the left.
their
Do we get a rejection back down
third
from
place, 8th place.
Another
15th
tip on the
place, so
AI.
they can say they
I
got
said this in an
15th
earlier video.
place.
Look, guys, we're getting
There's a
some
lot
topping
of
tails on the
influencers
5. I
building
told you
brands
that.
actually trying
We
to
had
roll
that
this.
fast
We're gonna
leg.
roll over. Let's go to
So,
the third.
Most people didn't take the
Even
risk,
though it's
and that's
lunch,
what
if
you're
we
doing
get a
with
big
spreadsheet.
old
People
down
aren't
spike
taking the
here
risk
with
unless it's a bad
volume, I'm
effect.
going to take it.
They'd rather look good in front of Pat than risk saying they
There's
won't
that
look
second
in
leg
front
down.
of
Like,
everyone else.
25.
Might be
She's
in
still
trouble.
saying she
This
went to
is
25 short.
The
Right here.
grandmaster level of trading competitions
25
that
at
you
lunch.
have to think like this.
See? All right.
Are
I
people
might
going to be
override
too
her.
scared to
We
take
are
the risk?
getting, look,
I
the
don't
histograms
care.
coming our way again.
I will YOLO and blow
Flagging.
up a
We're losing to
contest
20 EMA.
on the last day, and who cares?
haven't had
if
a
I blow up
pullback
if
since
I'm
lunch.
not first and last. Like, I
Markets
have that
usually drift
mentality.
down at lunch.
Most people didn't move. Most people in third,
They
fourth,
look at your
fifth
ashy on 1
didn't
minute
move
here.
fast. They were either stuck because they
All
couldn't
right,
take the
as
drawdown
you'd already
anymore,
know from watching the
or they
previous
didn't move fast
video,
because they're like, well, I got top
don't do
10, so I'm
nothing
okay
without
with it.
massive volume
So
imbalance.
nobody actually went in there
Of the volume pressure.
and took the risk to go to first to get the big
Gotta
prize.
have it.
Everybody settled for a lesser prize.
1129.
Nash equilibrium. John Nash won a Nobel Prize for talking about this. Is where collectively, well,
Very
this is
well
not necessarily a competition between people.
One of
People,
your,
like, choose internally.
you
either
watching this
hurry up
video,
and
I
wait
probably
for the bigger
have the
prize or accept
guide
the lesser
updated, but
prize.
I'm going to update it
Pretty
with
good
how
deal,
you
but
lesser
what you
prize is a bigger
use
prize than
to
blowing
have
up.
your
So when they
AI.
settled
And by the
on
way,
the
this part's
lesser
free.
prize, which
You know,
was
Python's
a wall
free.
to top 10, even though
So
it
you don't have to have
Maybe
API
five
for some of the
bragging
stuff. You
about
just write
that.
yourself a
It
Python
wasn't
script
worth
and
it
you
for
run it.
people to take
Yeah,
the
hardly
risk.
any
She'll
knowledge
teach you how to do all that.
Crashing,
It's no
nobody
big
did.
deal.
Really
Like
not a
for
whole lot
me,
of chirping either.
I have a little double click icon on my
Like
desktop
playing a Battlefield
and just
with me
named
and
it.
20
She told me
people
how to
from
build it,
Streamroll
or
in
you can drop to
Discord.
your command
And
prompt
you
and
go,
if
"Oh,
you
Matt,
know how
you
to type it. But
finally
I
won."
made a
And
command
so
prompt shortcut.
I
Just
didn't
double
know-
click it in
I
the
was
morning.
worried the whole day I was like, man,
And for many
somebody
things,
edged
I
me
had to
out
do
of
that
it.
for the news.
But
I got
the
to do that
variance was
for
too much that the
Ninja
people
Trader,
that
for
were trying
Bookmap,
to
all of
blow
that.
it up because either
And some
caught
other
it right
things
here
I haven't talked
or
about
you
yet,
just got
like
chopped
this one. But then she
because of
monitors
the
my
goal.
computer.
So in reality,
And I got a little
contest
at the
mechanics
bottom of my
That's about-
is a
little
mix of being
communication
good
box, we'll
at
call it,
trading.
chat box over here.
About 10
We
points
got
on
a
the high.
series of little
Not to
lights,
get your
little
trade. You need to trade
acronyms that
right
we've been
and
adding.
just like
And
anybody
one of them
else.
is this.
But the goal is read the rules. The
PC.
rules are,
And I know that means
you
PC
get
help.
10
It's green.
contracts to play.
We got green,
which I
yellow,
know
and red.
15.
And it's green. I've never seen the
Um,
yellow. Never,
And
certainly
there's
never seen
a
the red. And that's why over the
allowed.
weekend
You gotta hit it
we
hard.
went ahead and went
Rules
up a little bit
100%.
on
The
the
psychology of
RAM
everyone else has had,
aggressiveness.
but they got to put in
And
the
she's
work.
watching that
And you
closely,
just
but
get
we're
to
still
react
green.
once one of them passes you, and that's
Still
how I win
green.
these things.
She's also, I mean, I got
There's
all kind of
levels to
stuff
this
running, you
game,
guys.
though.
She's also watching
Prop
all of
firms, I
my
do the same sort
portfolio
of,
positions.
like, you know.
And so I got TNA.
You
I've got
definitely
some
want to look
T
at.
triple
I've never
Qs,
heard
I
that.
got a lot of
Max Cap
TSLL.
firms too.
I
You
don't
definitely
have
wanna
any
go to the prop
NVIDIA. I
firms.
sold it on
Have
spike last week and waiting
rules
for
too.
a
People
more
just
significant
just
learn the
pullback.
game in front of you.
And I didn't.
Don't
I
play
was.
their
I'm
game.
full in, so I couldn't add any on
Don't
Trump's
play the game
news.
they give you.
And
Play
with
the game
that,
you
You want
and
to
the
get the
chip
payout
thing
when you find out that
with China
They're gonna
and
give you a
it
set of
affect them the
rules,
most.
and they're gonna
Ask
tell you the
Grok,
game.
and she
Maybe
says
they
your
haven't
safest
thought
play
about
is
it.
Counting
Tesla.
enough.
I was on the
Although
first
she's
few of the
Tesla, she
top
said
accounts,
it's
and then
Tesla.
get
I
around
should start
DCA
posting those and
rule.
making
Here's the
videos
deal.
on what she's telling me.
DCA rule.
And
Keep
she
DCA
went through a
account.
whole
What's that mean? Well,
essay,
you can't
a
long
dissertation
if the market goes
about
red, long again, and the
what
market goes red,
headwinds
long again,
Tesla
and then
would
ultimately
face
break even with
if
the
those
profit.
tariffs go in force and
It
if
would
China
block your
withholds
payment.
rare
So that's
earths.
DCA.
And
So I
they
said,
don't have a
okay,
lot of
well,
exposure
long,
to
and
it,
if you want to
whereas
add some
NVIDIA
more,
does.
close out the
And
first
so
long,
anyway,
then
if
long two.
anything, she said that
If you want
Tesla,
long some more, close
we're
out
gonna
that
get
long,
the
and then long
year-over-year.
three. It's
All right,
the
here's more
same
chirping.
thing. You just
Gonna
close
go.
and reopen.
Try and
The
bid it
middle
up
could be
still.
the
There
dump
you go.
and fake.
Therefore, you're not dollar
fake.
cost
I'm not
averaging
taking a long
anything.
right
You were in zero when you got
Guys,
to the second
I'm
trade.
not gonna
There's
break-
no rule against
I'm
getting
not
a
going to
second
break my
trade
lunch
in
rules. It
at the
literally
closing
is
first
2
one.
Oh my
minutes
God, it
past.
went up.
I
Why'd it
don't
go up
open this
for?
position.
DCA rule for
I'm
that
in
one.
position and
I
I'm
thought they
letting
said
it
it was
run
a
on
short,
Ash
short,
House. I
short
don't
today.
trade that
And
way
because of people
anymore.
doing
Yeah,
that,
I might
policy.
start.
competition.
Grok has
Look at
also
that.
helped
Just
and
get
coached
an
me.
DCA rule
She is
altogether.
working on
Yeah,
all the
going
scripting
on.
and she's doing
It's so
machine
easy to
learning
run.
now.
I'm actually
That will
reviewing.
give
I'm
me
actually
another whole
paying
set of
short
signals
stories,
right?
that if I am buying one,
It's not
like
illegal
with
to count
20
cards.
lots,
It's
the
not
new
great
signal's
have
going to
some
be
kind of advantage with the
20
rules
for the
giving you.
buy, and then
It's
it'll be like
only
I guess we're going to
rewarded if
use
you're
like a
smart enough to
backslash or
figure it
forward
out.
slash. The next number would be what to scale out
That's a good
at
way.
and at what
Let's see if
price.
we get a nice
now,
little
and
then-
pullback.
All right,
then
Nasdaq back up
That's
here
going to
to
be something that will lead the remaining
24,900
running
area.
on an ASCII reading. So I got her machine learning book maps this week, and she's been
Fucking
machine
battlefield,
learning
damn it.
ASCII
I gotta
and a
get outta
whole
here
other
soon.
bunch of stuff.
By the
host of
way,
stuff,
later on
that will help
this
me,
this
the
afternoon
human,
or whenever
not
it
have
is
to
Yeah,
always
for you
binge
guys,
scout.
1:30
Although,
p.m.
you know,
Eastern.
Thank you.
D-Money will be
Results, there's
live
nothing
from the
wrong with it.
BDH.
But I
So if
wouldn't
you want to
mind
tune
being able
into
to
the
bet
D-Money
less.
show,
I
the
just wanted
first
to
ever
get time
D-Money
where
show, he'll
it
be
goes
live
against
at
me and I lose a
BDH.
big bunch of
So
money.
you came
And,
out with that post.
And so
Today,
I
you
He
don't
said,
worry
why
about
are you not on the leaderboard?
That's what we're
for
working
challenge?
on.
Because I blew up my account.
But yeah, you can have her
So-
monitoring your computer. Certainly, you can have
Why
her.
aren't you
What
on
you do?
Why aren't you on the leaderboard?
It's not-
Yeah, I had to do a phone call really quickly. Just had to
you
jump
just
on a
got more
call and
tracking
just
to it
couldn't
also.
do it on the live stream. Sorry. 24,008.
Get it going. And then see if we can firm back up and rip it up.
I have a map, but I'm going to mute everybody. I'm going to mute you all because I wonder why I had a bunch of stuff in the background. Here we are on the day. I don't know if I showed you already. Not too bad here. Not too bad here. Euro markets falling due to French political concerns. Well, aren't there always, since Marie Antoinette, haven't they had political problems in France? Come on. They need a President Trump over there. Businessman. Like him or hate him, businessman. Makes deals happen. Makes deals happen. Genuinely seems to care. He's enriching himself, of course. All presidents do, but he's lost the most money than any president, but he'll work itself out. I think he'll be okay. Truth Social and DJT put another $12 billion in his pocket, so more than doubled his hospitality fortune. Every country, you must have a prerequisite. You must have a PhD or at least a master's degree in finance, business, something in the STEMs, something in the STEMs. Oh, you went to Columbia and you got a law degree? No, cannot be president. Go back to Columbia and get your finance degree. No reason we should be these trillions of dollars in debt, chat. We have the most precious resources here, but we let the tree huggers become presidents. And then they made everything state parks and national wildlife refuge and put moratoriums on drilling and put moratoriums on mining. Now we're looking up and we got more natural resources than just about any place on the planet, literally. It's just vast. It's vast. And it's in unpopulated areas where we could create jobs and growth, and we could go mine those places, and we could have the refineries and refractories and have our own self-sustaining and even sell it to other countries or just keep it for us. Here it goes. I'm going to take it if it would get this. Not going to take it, chat. This is getting long in the tooth. I think what I need to do is stick to my own rules and go ahead and take my lunch break here and work on getting some of these videos uploaded and things like that and come back on the other side, which would be just a little bit. So for you guys, it's just going to be the next video. For me, I'm going to have to wait an hour or so. So we'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Any suggestions, I'd appreciate them. Share them with your friends. I appreciate them. All the social medias are in the description if you want to go follow. I'll try to post more and more ideas and things like that. I'm certainly going to keep you guys updated on all the little scriptings and things like that I do. And I'll tell you how to prompt your favorite AI to help you write your own scripts. I think that's the best way to do it, because if I just tell you the big nuts and bolts of it, and then you got to get down into the finite side and build your own scripts, I think that'd keep me from getting out of trouble, from getting in trouble. And so anyway, and I'm not even sure if I can sell it. I got to figure out the legal stuff from Grok. I had GrokPhDTrades.com and I sent it over to legal for approval, and they said we would rather you not use that. So we're not going to tell you can't, but if it becomes a problem in the future, they're more worried about if I say something on the streams or something that goes against brand policies, then they'd have to come crack down on me. And that's why I asked them. They were honest about it, but they did say once I get about 100 videos posted that they would like for me, and they already are doing it. They didn't wait for the 100, but if I at them, that they're going to reply to me from their accounts. And they have been. If you go look at Twitter, they've been replying to me. I'm sure it's AI doing it, but it still gives me exposure. And I thought it was nice of them. They're going to purposely do it around 100 videos and them make a post. Everybody, this is one of the unique ways you could use our service, because they want more customers. I also told them I want an affiliate program. If I develop all this, I want affiliates. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. This is AI Trading Futures.